Hey YouTube, it is me again. So anyways, I am back. Um this is gonna be my first TTC video of my rainbow baby. I do have a little cheat sheet here, so I'm trying to remember what I'm gonna say. So, as you guys know from watch my previous video that I did today and the other day talking about I had a miscarriage. So, we're gonna move on from that. Obviously, I'm not doing any pregnancy vlogs until I get pregnant again. Right now, I am doing Ttcing vlog, so this is my first, like I said, my first TTC vlog for my rainbow baby number. I was eating ice cream, so I feel like, is that ice cream on my lip? Yep, that's ice cream on my lip. So I'm eating this Briar gelatos. Ooh, I love the vanilla caramel one, so good. So anyways, so yeah, so that's my whole thing. So started yesterday night. I started to test my, what was it, Monday night? Yeah, I started testing my ovulation. So what I do is that I buy the clear blue digital ones. I feel like those are so much easier for me. I mean, like, getting the strip ones and saying, oh, is this line darker than this line? If this line is darker than that line, am I ready to baby dance or ready to have sex with my husband or whatever? But I just go for the digital to make it easy and simple. So obviously, it's a 0, no smiley face. So in these clear blue ovulation tests, if it's a flashing smiley face, you're at your peak of ovulation. If it's a regular smiley face, then you're ovulating. So when it's flashing smiley face and smiley face is your chance to get pregnant. Do not try to have sex when it's not a smiley face. Also, do your ovulation at night. If you're going to test your ovulation at morning time, it will not show. So try to do it after 4 or 5 p.m. at night, so you can, see if you're ovulating, and then you could baby dance or have sex. Baby dance means sex. So what I am planning to do, so today I went to the doctor's appointment, to do the follow-up up for my miscarriage. That's my first doctor's appointment after my miscarriage. They did take some blood, which I'll take the band-aid off because I don't like keeping band-aids on too long. It's not good for your skin. So they did take some blood tests. They took some beta HCG, progesterone, and some other tests that they took. So she also did a sonogram, and she said my uterus lining is thin. Basically, there's nothing in there anymore. No particles, no baby, no placenta, no nothing. So what happened is that this morning, like I showed on the previous video that I did today, I have gotten this type of orangey, very wet discharge. I don't know if you guys can see it very clearly. Let me make it darker. Sometimes that helps. It's like an orangey discharge. But it's very hard to see in this stupid. There. Are you gonna see it? But it's a bright neon orange. So she's like, oh, that's probably because you're ovulating. So I said, ooh, I might get a positive ovulation test tonight because of that discharge that she sees this morning. She said, this is what she said. Not to have tried to conceive again. Wait until my period comes and then try. But me and my husband were like, even though she said that, and we trust us, we value every doctor's appointment, answers and questions. But if I'm ovulating, why not? It could happen. I could get pregnant right away. So she said not to try, but we're gonna, once I start ovulating, I might be ovulating tonight, then we'll baby dance tonight. But she also was like, what's gonna happen next for your when you're going for your OB, like when you become pregnant again, she wants me to come to the office when I'm 6 to 7 weeks pregnant, whenever I become pregnant again. She wants me to come 6 to 7 weeks pregnant because she wants to make sure, if long as there's no bleeding, no cramping, no pain, she wants me to come in at 6 to 7 weeks pregnant. So I'm like, okay, great. So I'm not gonna see her until I get pregnant again, which is pretty cool because I did my pap smear and all, so I'm good for a whole year. So she was like, just get do what you have to do to get pregnant and become 6 to 7 weeks. When you become pregnant, it's going to be a different story because we are going to be monitoring you very closely. So what she said was that she is going to once I become pregnant, I'm gonna see her. Then I'm gonna see a high risk OB doctor. Then I'm gonna go to a fetal maternal sonogram place that I have to go to all the time, and a genetic counselor. So I'm gonna be like following up with 4 different doctors and places. So when I become pregnant, I'll probably be very busy, and there'll be much more videos. She also said when I become pregnant, she's gonna watch me more closely and give me like medicines and stuff. But she's not sure yet what type, just to wait until obviously I'll get pregnant again. She asked me if I'm still taking my prenatals. I'm still taking my prenatals. I continue taking my prenatals when I was miscarrying because I do not want to stop this. I want to make sure that my body is ready for the next one. It is gonna be my rainbow baby, which was a hard thing, but I did have my miscarriage at 13 weeks, so I was so much close to my second trimester, so it was just, kind of sad, but I kept myself strong for my husband's sake. But yeah, so she's going to let us know once we become pregnant. So if I ovulate tonight, I will definitely baby dance tonight with my husband, of course. Um, and then if I'm ovulating, then I'll baby dance tomorrow night, and the night after that, and then wait another night, and then the following night, and then I'll be good. So not to be nasty. I mean, this is a TTC vlog, but not to be nasty. But ever since I miscarried and him too, we've been extremely horny. Like, we really wanted to have some sex and like get it in and stuff, but we really wanted to wait to make sure that I stopped bleeding, and then that the doctor did a sonogram. Everything looks good. It's just that she advised us to wait 2 weeks, but we might not wait 2 weeks. Like, we've been really good. Like, we really want just to have it sex, because we've been very patient. Very, very patient. But because before we got pregnant, we all normally had sex like 4-5 times a week. So I don't know if that's a lot, but we used to do that. So for not having sex for 2.5 to almost 3 weeks is very, very hard. So we are just excited to start. Like I said, I've been monitoring my ovulation, so possibly tonight I'll be ovulating because my mucus is very weird, and that orange stuff that she says, it's from the ovulation. So you know how you have, so a lot of the people have like issues or concerns or confusion about spotting stuff. So you do spot when you're about to ovulate, like you spot a little bit, or you have like a different colored mucus. When you have a different colored mucus, that means that you're ovulating. Then after you ovulate, if you get like this pink, like light pink, or like a brownish color, not red, that's probably implantation spotting. So everything a part of trying to conceive has to do with spotting. Once you get a lot of mucus, a lot of cervical mucus with a tint of coloring, either it's pink or brown, or mine was orange, with a lot of mucus, that means you're ovulating, and then you will have some, if it's successful, you will get implantation spotting within a few days after your ovulation, and then you test. If you don't test, obviously you get your period. But it's just a cycle. That's why it's a cycle. It's just always, it's the same month. Everything happens the same way. I was lucky to get pregnant within the 2 months after getting married. So I got married in August, got pregnant in October. So I was just blessed with that. So I'm hoping I will get pregnant pretty fast. The reason why we got pregnant is because we timed it very good with ovulation. And then we also baby dance a lot, so it's like clockwork. It sounds kind of weird, like sometimes like I feel bad for my husband because I feel like, oh, I'm ovulating, or let's have sometimes let's have sex, but sometimes I feel like when he wants to have sex, I don't, and when I want to have sex, he doesn't really, but he has to do it because we want a baby. So I feel very selfish sometimes to him, but he understands that trying to have a baby, we have to follow the woman's cycle. There's no cycle for a man. A man just ejaculates and the sperm comes out. For women, we have to time it. We have to be like, okay, this window, with the fertile window is here. We have 3 or 4 days until the window is closed. So every day that window is getting shut down until either A, you get a positive test, or no period. So it's just, I feel really weird for my husband, but he understands that it has to be done if we want to have a baby. I've been on this app a lot, where it's the Glow app. It's very good. Like, it's good for Ttcing. Like, a ton of people are on there showing pictures of their cervical mucuses, showing pictures of this, showing pictures of pregnancy tests. Like, we discuss a lot about stuff. So it was a couple of posts that I was reading that when you are Ttcing, make sure that your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance, whoever, your friend of benefits. These days, people want to have sex and have a baby with their friends of benefits. Who knows? Make sure they're on the same page as you. You do not want to force it on him, because if you force it, it's not going to happen. If you guys are both in an agreement, it will make it easier. The sex will be better, and he will be able to enjoy himself, and you'll be able to enjoy yourself. Because sometimes when you want to have a baby and your partner, he does not want to have a baby yet, the sex will be feels like it's forced. So like what happens is that there will be a rift about it, because you're not understanding what he's saying, and he's not understanding what you want. So it's just, you have to make sure that you communicate with each other. So like I said, like in a couple of posts that I read, the wife will be like, I don't want to say bashing, but kind of upset with their husband that they don't want to have sex. Or one girl said that he pulled out on purpose because he didn't want to have a baby, which she got mad because it was all over the place. But she was just pretty upset about it. But you know, I don't know everybody's situation. I'm just saying what is coming from my heart. So just to make sure that you both have to make sure that you guys communicate that this is both what you guys want. If you guys do not do that, then you have to understand each other. A way to figure that out is that maybe you guys can be off and on Ttcing. So maybe some months you try and some months you don't try. Just enjoy yourself. Sometimes you get what you want at the end, girls. If you guys wanna, if the woman wants to have a baby, sometimes that's the hint of that word. You're not expecting what you're expecting. Like sometimes people get pregnant after you don't try. Like trying to conceive is like testing your ovulation, doing this, checking your mucus plug. I'm checking your mucus, checking this, checking that, making sure everything is timing. Sometimes if you don't time it and you just do it naturally, sometimes people get pregnant that way too. So sometimes like you don't want your husband to feel like a robot. Like, okay, I'm ovulating, let's just have sex. No, sometimes it's also good to have sex in between, like just please him. If he's want to have sex and you don't, just do it for him. You don't have to have sex. You can do it differently. Like you can have hands, or you can have or you could do whatever, but just make sure you guys are both happy in the bedroom. You don't want to have any animosity, any rush, any pushing, anything that's like, because sometimes that also shows, sometimes people cannot get pregnant because you have to make sure that you guys are absolutely ready, both sides. So if you push it, sometimes it doesn't happen. Like, for instance, like me this is totally different with my wedding. We are high school sweetheart. We just got married. I'm 33 years old. He's 36. So we literally just got married. So we've been high school sweethearts. We've been together since the teenager years. But obviously we had kids, but then we got married this year. And now we feel like we're ready to have more kids. Like, we just are focusing on having kids. So it's just a good idea to make sure that you guys communicate and feel each other out. You don't have to even talk. Sometimes you can just feel it, like, oh, maybe he wants to have sex tonight, maybe he's not. Like, if your husband touches you, it's okay. Like, let him touch you, because that's the way of them feeling the way. Because don't only think about yourself, think about him as well, because he's the one that's supposed to be doing all the work. Remember, we just lie there. Sometimes we do the work too, but we are the machine. We're the maker. They just put the oil in. We're the car. So we just have to make sure that we are both at the same time happy with what you guys want. So when we were in the doctor's office today, and my husband was like, after the doctor said, oh, wait until you get your period to restart. But then she told us that I'm about to ovulate, like the way that my mucus is. She said that, oh, it looks like you're going to ovulate tonight. So I'm like, okay. So when the doctor left, me and my husband he was like, and then I was like, yeah, but I mumbled to him, I was like, you want to start tonight? Because he's like, yeah, we can start tonight. It doesn't mean, like, she didn't say don't do it. She just said she advised us not to do it. So I was like, okay, so maybe we could start. He's like, okay, yeah. So that's something that you guys have to work with. Even though you feel like, oh, he's not wanting to do it, or he pulled out, speak to him. Talk to reason why he did that. You never know. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I just wanted to clear that up with you guys, give you a little bit of advice. But what the next step is, I'm reading what's on my thing. The next step is obviously going to try. I was making, again, on the app, I was making everybody laugh because we have a new saying. It's hashtag 2020 baby year. So a lot of these girls want to have a baby, obviously, in 2020, because we're in the year 2020. So I literally calculated that basically for you to have a 2020 baby, you have to be pregnant from January. Try to get pregnant from January all the way up to April. Past April, you're going to have a 2021 baby. So, like, 2021 baby. Like, when I mean baby, like, the baby's out at 2020. But if you want a 2020 baby, we have to be pregnant from January to April. So I got about 4 months to get pregnant. 3 months, man, it's gonna happen pretty quick. I already know, because my body is like ready for it again. But it's gonna be my rainbow baby. So just we're gonna do it. We're gonna try. I'm excited and nervous, so I feel like once I find out I'm pregnant, I'm definitely going to call the doctor's office, even though she said come in 6 to 7 weeks. But I am going to make an appointment. You want to hear something funny? But, like, my husband was in the bathroom, so what I did, I didn't want to tell him this, but he's back at work. What I did was that I scheduled a doctor's appointment for 7 weeks from now, so you never know. So I mean, like, if I'm not, then I will definitely cancel it. Obviously they confirm it like a few days before. If I'm not by then I'll cancel it and probably reschedule. But I'm just gonna keep an appointment so I have a slot just in case. You never know. So yeah, so I have an appointment in February, the very end of February. So I'm hoping. My birthday's on April 18th, so I'm hoping I can be pregnant before that. I'm hoping. And Valentine's Day is on February, so we'll see. hopefully I get pregnant very soon. So I'm going to be excited to start it. So I'm coming back to you guys. The last cycle that I became pregnant, I only did like 3 TTC videos and I was pregnant. So, and yeah, so here's my belly shot. My belly went totally down, as you guys can see. Totally down. Totally down. Oh, and also, my doctor told us that I do, and I knew this, like I think I mentioned it on the videos too. I do have a couple of fibroids. I have 3 fibroids, but it does not interfere with the part of where the baby will lay. They're not sure that they're not certain that's the reason why I lost the baby, because it lost room. It didn't. They don't not sure, but it's probably a chromosome issue. What she said, because she had the pathology report on the computer, but she didn't want to tell us exactly what happened. But it was a pregnancy. But what she said was that in the beginning, when eggs and sperm meet, they have to communicate and they have to work together. So what she's explaining is that when you ovulate, the egg is like sitting there sleeping. That's exactly what she said. The egg is there sleeping. So when you have sex and the sperm is coming to the egg, it wakes up the egg and then it does its magic and then it sticks to your uterus. So she's thinking this is what happened. That the sperm, not the egg, but this egg was not awake enough or active enough. So that's why the baby was measuring small, and it was working hard to stay, but unfortunately it did not stay. So that's why everything came out. So I was like, okay, that's just something that I learned that I never knew that I want to tell you guys. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So that's why you have to have multiple sessions, because for your egg to wake up, because your eggs is ready. It's just that when you ovulate, it's like ringing the doorbell, like ding 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 ding, I'm ready, come on in, so that's why you ovulate for a certain amount of days. So I'm excited, so I cannot wait to start. Might be starting tonight. I'm hoping. We'll see what he says. Like I told you, you have to make sure that you guys are on the same page so it can happen the right way. But I'm excited to start. So anyways, you guys, I will definitely see you guys soon. I don't want to ramble on. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. Oh, speaking about my last video that I had, remember I told you I cracked my tooth. So I got my tooth fixed. They had to pull it out. So right now I have about 5 stitches in there. And then within 2 weeks I have to go and get a luveneer or implant or some fake thing in there. And I also have 2 more cavities, so they're gonna take that cavity out. Not cavity, they're gonna fill the cavity and stuff. So I'm excited for that. Not really. So anyways, you guys, I will definitely see you guys soon. I want to continue eating my ice cream. This is the best ice cream. Alright guys,